All right, let's try it now. So it's live, babe. All right, sounds good. Let's go. It's live, babe.
I haven't seen anything pop up.
It's on, and Chris is already in the chat.
I'll wait for it to pop up. I can't say anything, so let's see.
Are you in the right one?
Test, test, test. 1, 2.
All right, sounds good. Let's go. It's live, babe. It's on, and Chris is already in the chat. Are you in the right one?
All right, everybody, back to it. So next up, we got going to Mr. Victor Rhodes. I said Rhodes earlier. He never or told me different. It's Mutant Year Zero. Mutant Year Zero. This one is open with the game. Going to the Bubble Miller. Bubble Miller. Better in singing mode? Oh shit. Okay, I thought I put the wrong one in there. Alright, next up. We got ourselves Cuphead. Sealed. This one is going to Mr. Raytheon. They're Raytheon. Gotcha. All this stuff will be dropped off tomorrow. Take a little bit of time, but we'll get it there. Next up is Super Mario 3D All-Star. Super Mario 3D All-Stars. This is getting sent out to J Burn 117. J Burn 117. Woo! And that one going right there. Miss Mouse, can you make this box for me, please? Alright, next up, we got ourselves the Monsters Den. Very cool. He got Kingdom of Mauler Reckoning, something like that. I can't say the name, I'm not quite sure how to say it. Someone told me how to say it in the stream. Alamir? Amalur? Something like that. Me and Miss Malice can't say it. We'll figure it out.
Amalur.
Amalar?
You can't say it.
Yeah. Not quite understanding Miss Malice, but it's okay.
Because you don't listen.
It's gibberish. It's all gibberish. Alright, next up, we got ourselves going to Cody Dalt 44. He got a sealed Legendary Fishing. Sealed Legendary Fishing. No, I don't think you did. You didn't miss your package yet. Legendary Fishing sealed. Getting sealed up with the seal of approval. Art. Get it? Seal of approval. Boom. Tough to Acton. Next up, we got ourselves Dragon March for. Damn it. Dragon March for Death. This is the all characters pack DLC quest. We don't guarantee any of the DLC codes, but if they're in there, most of the time they're good. This one is going to K Naver. I'm sure I'm saying it wrong as always. Thank you very much for your purchase. Next up, this is a 2-pack. So we got a seal. This is for MXPX man. Our main MXPX man. They got a sealed Earth Atlas. And then they also picked up a Vinci Intercept Inventor.
A VC?
Something like that. Two games in one. Thank you very much for your purchase. Put those in there. It's be there or be square, right? Alright, next up we got Money Star 365. They picked up Pokemon Legends Arceus. And also a, what is this? This is Road 96. Road 96. Maybe they had dyslexia when they were on the naming board. It was supposed to be Road 69. Go ahead and pop that in. Oops, well, I brought this packing slip. It's okay. It happens. It happens. Got you all nice and purty. In fact, I'm going to use this packing slip to hold the trash that I've already compiled. That is fun. Take all the trash away. Alright, next up, we got ourselves another twofer. This one is going to Tennessee Bottle. Tennessee Bottle picked up Moonlighter. And it has the manual in there. And then they also picked up Super Monkey Ball. This one is sealed. Won't forget that one. This one also going all the way to Virginia. Though his name is Tennessee. Alright, next up we got ourselves AZSDC 23. They picked up two games. They got Space Invaders Forever. And they also picked up, they got the Buyer Appreciation Sealed Indivisible. Sealed Indivisible for the Buyer Appreciation. Where's the devil to chastise you? Yeah. Sit right in that chair. Alright, next up we got ourselves another single. This one goes to Lee Bob. Lee Bob got Owlboy. Owlboy. Don't forget, we got the show on tomorrow, 10 a.m. be a fun show. Next up, we got ourselves another single. This one is Ballin' Wonderworld. It is sealed. Game Boy Roller Rolls getting packed. You know it. You know it. Alright, next up we got ourselves Them Fighting Herds. It is sealed. This one is going all the way over to Okasan, thank you very much for your purchase. Next up, we got another double. No, this is a single. This was the buyer No, this is Chef Fish. Chef Fish got the Phantom Pain, the import version of Metal Gear Solid, region free. Thank you very much, Chef Fish. That one is local. Local. Not loco, local. Alright, up next we got ourselves. This was the free game. This is the first person of the show. They got Watchdog Legions. Watchdog Legions. Their name was Bell on Enrique. Right? I did drop one of Devil's items, packing it up. Felt so bad. Threw in 2 things of cookie Oreos in there. But I did dip the corner a little bit, so it had to be the old one. Alright, Wonderling DX going to Fun Julian. Fun Julian, this is sealed. Oops, forgot to do the packing slip. Oh well. Alright, next up, we're almost done with all the singles. This one is the J Boss Collects 1660. I think it's the name. Let me see that one more time. J Jobs Collectibles. That's what the name is. J Job Collectibles. They got perky little things. It is sealed. It is sealed. Next up, we got ourselves a twofer game. We got a sealed Slime Rancher, and we got a sealed Stardew Valley going to the Divinity W. That is the name. Oops, that was the wrong thing. Almost to the package stuff. That's the fun stuff, the biggies. Next one up, another twofer. We got a sealed Gigantosaurus. I believe that was a purchase. It was. And then the second one is the Dragon Ball the Breaker sealed. That is going to Guerrero. Guerrero picked that up. And I want to say thank you, ma'am, for your purchase. Put that in there. Put it on your thing. All right. Next up is a 3 for. Should be about the limit what I'm going to put in there. So for the 3 for we got Jovid. Jovid picked up Xenoblade Chronicles 1 and 2. There's 1. There's 2. Then Jovid also got the sealed Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Cowabunga edition. Cowabunga collection. And then last but not least, we got ourselves, so this is another 3-pack. It is. So this one, 3-pack is going to Megatron Matt. You got Warhammer open. You got Big Buck Hunter Arcade, which is sealed. And then last but not least, we got Curve Space. Curve Space. While I'm sitting here, I'm going to grab all this trash. It annoys me. I'm going to throw it away, and I'm going to grab my tape, and we're going to start the package stuff. Just got to figure out where I put the tape. Where did I put the tape? Oh, there it is. So this stuff requires bubble wrap just to make sure it don't bash around too much. Doesn't require a lot of bubble wrap. Hardly any at all. Where's the stupid partition? There it is. Alright. So first one up is we got ourselves John L. Watts. It's the Watt man. John L. Watts got the Book of Unwritten Tales 2. We got Ari. So I don't know how to say anything. Osage. Then last but not least, Party Arcade. This one is sealed. Party Arcade is sealed. Take it, untype it. Woohoo! Just double check this one real quick. Yep, still under. Okay. We're Gucci. Alright, next up we got the free game. This is a free gift. This is going to F Diamond 234. There's a copy of Active Life. You got the sound, that is correct. Boom, tough act to Acton. Next up, we got a 4-game lot. This one is going to Mr. Latino Pride. You got the Persistence. Then you got the Lion King and Aladdin, Hakuna Matata. And then you got Ghostbusters. Da-da-da-da-da-da. And then you got Titan Quest. And then, last but not least, Gargantusaurus. Ba-da-ba-da-da-da. Ba-da-da-da-da. Ba-da-da-da-da. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-da. Gargantusaurus is the game that was last. Oh, what to do.
So Ryan was saying that he needs some help with picking places in Japan to do and see and eat and where to buy to flip to help cover the cost.
Well, you're not going to find any good deals for video games in the main city. You have to go out to the prefixes on the outside. So like Chiba, Kawasaki, places that are like away from Akihabara, basically. Book offs more than hard offs. Don't ever go to, like, if you're going to go to Super Potato, expect to pay high prices. So, what I like to do is rent a car. And then drive out to all the little places that are out on the outskirts of mainland Tokyo, or main city Tokyo, which allows you to get stuff, done. As far as what you need to see, I always think, Team Lab Tokyo is a good experience. You need to go eat at La Casa in Asakusa next to Sensoji Temple, which is in Asakusa. So first you gotta go see that temple anyways, and the market in front of it. But then you need to go eat at my buddy, Master Chef Yuta Kasuda's La Casa. It's the best A5 Wagyu you're going to find. And if you tell him I sent you, he was already going to treat you super well anyways. If you tell him I sent you, you're going to get even exceptional service because he considers me his brother, and so you'll just have the blast. All right, so going to Dallas Boy, he got himself Xenoblade Chronicles 3, and he got a sealed ReZero. Well, Tokyo is huge, and all the places I'm telling you to go are literally really close to Tokyo. But you need to get your international driver's license. It costs $20 at any AAA. Any AAA, so get that for sure. You're going to want it. You're going to want your international driver's license. The problem with getting stuff, though, and taking it back home is it costs a lot of money if you don't have, depending on how much you take, right? So someone like me, I have a media company, so I get reduced media shipping prices. Alright, so this one's going to Leap Cat. Meow.
Did you just start hiccuping again?
No.
Okay, good.
Leap Cat got code Realize. The cap also got Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity. Zingion. And then Dragons, Dawn of the New Riders. Sealed. So I do social media, so that also gets me, like I have an LLC that is a media company. So games are not my main focus, even though it seems like it is. So when you go over there, you're gonna get 2 bags, checked bags for free, plus you'll get your carry-on and then 1 personal. But that's not, if you're trying to come back with a poop ton of stuff, that's not a lot of space. And you're gonna pay $200 for each 50-pound box you bring back. Keep that in mind. Now that's cheaper than shipping a lot of stuff sometimes, but dude, that's pretty expensive. For me, it costs $90 for a 100-pound box because of my media company. But give them the address to Utica's thing.
It's not. Yeah, we're taking everything back on the plane with us.
We take it all back on the plane. So, next one up is Bad Fur Day 24/7. They picked up Pokemon Shining Pearl. And they also picked up this generic PS4 controller. You need to also go on Instagram and look up 84 Hashi. 84.HAS. I think that's what it is. HASIOE.
It's Hoshi84.
Hoshi? That's not Hoshi. It's like
84. Oh, Hashimoto, yeah.
It's 84 Hashi. The 84's first. And that's the Nintendo Cafe that I went to. That's fantastic. But they're by appointment only, and you have to message them on Instagram to set it up. It's $75 a person, right, Miss Malice?
Something like that.
But you get two free drinks. All right, next up is going to be PTD got a sealed copy of The End is Nigh. They also got Just Die Already. And then lastly, they got Transistor from Limited Run. You need to go eat at that restaurant. It's inside of a hostel. It's not called time sharing anymore. It's called Glamping Tokyo. Glamping Tokyo. They changed the name. Though it is still sometimes it still shows up as what Miss Malice said it was. But the temple's great, so there's a couple of reasons to go to that restaurant. But the best A5 Wagyu, man, just phenomenal. He's a fantastic guy. The arcade life there is pretty damn good. Pretty damn good. using the box for this one?
Because if you wrap it with bubble wrap, then
I just did it with 3 and it was fine.
okay.
I don't have any in here though. I mean, that box is a little obsessive. I have to use so much bubble wrap. Hold on a second. Oh, you watch the videos with him in it? You definitely need to go there. You need to go. That dude's so awesome. And I have newer videos, I just haven't edited them yet, man. We've been really, really busy. Alright, next person up is... This is Greek Yogurt. Greek Yogurt got a sealed Deadly Premonitions Origins. And then they also got Final Fantasy X and X2 with the code on the inside. Alright, next up, we're going to do this one. This one is one game. This is going to KBF 0123. They bought a bunch of stuff, didn't they?
KBF, I feel so.
Yeah.
On that, just on that show, not on the other show.
This is the Blaster Master. They only bought one thing here. The Blaster Master Limited Run. I think they bought a bunch of stuff from the Ninja Turtles. Maybe? Alright, this one, I'm going to try to wrap up delicately. Make sure I get it in there right. This one's going to have to go in a certain way. Hold on a second. I think it was this way. Double check. Yeah, that was super tight right there, but need another roll of tape. Got it right here. What's the name of that restaurant downtown? So, I mean, I'm going to tell you this, and I'm going to tell you this now. Like, the best restaurant's very subjective, because I love my boy Chef's restaurant. He to me, he is one of the best. But if you want to try some udon, which my boy does not make, which is totally different than his style, then we suggest this one place downtown in Ginza. So it is. Oh, Miss Mouse is gonna find it for you.
It's a ramen shop.
It's an udon shop. It's phenomenal. But I'm telling you right now, no matter what you get there, you also have to get the horse. I know it sounds freaking crazy. Every time I go there, I get the horse, and it's phenomenal. Phenomenal. Now, I don't care what the naysayers say. It is fucking delicious. Then I like using that joke, the naysayers. It's on the 10th floor.
It's the 11th. I got it right here.
She's got it. She'll post it up. So Michelin star restaurants, I think there's only 2 in Japan, in Tokyo. And I think they're 2-star and 1-star. And for me, honestly, they don't really highlight Tokyo, right? Yeah, they have horse there and it's freaking delicious. It's so delicious. It's criminal how good it is.
It's considered a beauty food there.
Pika, pika. Next one's going to Starbase. Starbase got the free Active Life Outdoor sealed and the Pikachu. Oh, there's a little thick stain on his arm. Where'd that come from? That wasn't there before.
Yes, it has been.
It has been?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well, Miss Malice knows better. Ginza's the super upscale district, like
Beverly Hills.
Beverly Hills type district, alright? So you're going to get all the high-end stores there. You know, all the luxury stores. Crazy cool malls. But again, you need to go to AAA. It's $20. Get you and everybody who's going an international driver's license. It takes about an hour to do, and it's well worth it. It is so worth it. And renting a car there is just like renting a car in the United States. With insurance, it's about $60 to $50 a day. And the freedom of driving around in Japan is so awesome. And then the whole time I was just going, look at me, I'm Initial D. And you would think driving on the wrong side of the road compared to here in America would be nerve-wracking. It's not. It's super easy. Alright, next up is Grapekeeper 565. They got 3 items. First one is a sealed Salmon Max, Save the World. Then they got a sealed Ryan's Race with Ryan Road Track Deluxe Edition. Last, they got the Ori, in the Blind Forest. This is the one I'm going to wrap a lot. Ostrich tendon? Oh, tenderloin? That sounds delicious. Bro, I will eat anything that tastes good. Just put it in front of me. If it tastes good, it's good, I'm eating it. Yeah, do not shy from any street food. If they serve you stuff that's raw, eat it. Their food standards there are so high. Oh my God, they're so high, bro. You do not want to not eat it how they intend it. Alright, next up we got ourselves a big one. This one's going to Wiggly Fingers. Wiggly Fingers got like 7 things. I don't know if I have to look at it again. We're going to go over it anyways. So Wiggly Fingers got a sealed copy of Super Meat Boy Forever. Sheen. The Optimal Rush seal. The Machiarorium. I can never say that name. This is the sealed game. Ion Fury. They also got the Ancestry Legacy. And then they got the sealed collector's edition of Dot Hack GU Last Coated. Exactly. As long as it's ingested, what's it matter, right? I totally agree with that. What was that one mall that we went to that has a card shop I like to go into? So I like going to a couple of card shops.
It's the one that has the Nintendo store
The one that has the what?
in it. The Nintendo store in it, and the Capcom store.
Oh, so that is in over at the tower?
No,
Tokyo Tower?
No,
No.
that's the other one. That's the one that has the Studio Ghibli store. The
Okay.
one that has the big cat
Has
I'll look it up real quick.
So the Tokyo. So if you go to Asakusa and go see my buddy's shop, there's also not the Tokyo Tower. They call it the Tokyo something
Skytree.
Skytree, and it has a mall there. And so they have a.
It's in Shibuya.
Hold on, and they have a really cool Studio Ghibli store there. It's not like the warehouse, but it's a store. And there's a Pokemon store there as well, which is pretty cool. Then when you go to Shibuya, go to their mall, they have Shibuya Tokyo Nintendo. They also have the Capcom store. They also have one of the One Piece stores, which is really cool. But at the very bottom of in their basement where the food's at, they have this card shop I love going to. They always got fantastic card games. And then Nakana Street. Nakana Street's really cool too. So, I mean, but you're going to have the best video game luck outside of the main prefectures. So going to Kawasaki, Chiba, and places like that are on the outside of the main area. Can you hand me some boxes? Sorry. Alright, next up is another package going to this is Retro Games 301. Retro Games 301. Oops, I ripped off the top of that. Retro Games 301 got a sealed Wonderling DX. They also got an opened Yoku's Island Express. And then the sealed Shantae and the 7 Sirens. I don't think they need all that bubble wrap. Let's see. A 2. I'm going to constantly reiterate, get your international driver's license. Oh, explain to him the train station situation. Miss Malice, like how the closer the stop is to you, the lower the fare is. And it's not, don't be intimidated by it. It's pretty easy to get around trains if you don't get a car. Though I still think a car for me was a great idea. Don Quixote's is fun, but you'll get bogged down with a lot of shit that you won't be able to carry back if you buy a lot of knickknacks. Like, you'll get overwhelmed. Also, when you go buy stuff tax-free from like places like Don Quixote, like there, don't do it. Pay taxes at Don Quixote. Video games and stuff, that's totally fine. Don Quixote, for the most part, will seal your shit in these bags. And then it says, do not open in the country. Where like places like video games and stuff like that, they won't. So it's easier to get through, but if you do that, just remember that you are subject to search at any time when you're leaving the airport. Alright, next one is going to SBATX. Oh, he's downtown. Nice. SBATX, he got 8 items. Let's check it out. He got Star Wars, the Skywalker Saga. He got a sealed My Little Pony. He also got Pokemon Brilliant Diamond. He got Scully. A sealed Rockin' Ruin. Well, that's the regular edition and the retro edition of Rockin' Ruin. He also got a sealed Treasures of Aegean. And then he got this sealed Sakuna. Sakuna's going to get its own bubble. And I got to get more bubble.
Oh, so they won't let you buy Pokemon cards in Japan anymore without kids.
Yeah, so it's very hard to get Pokemon cards. Like, you used to be able to buy them in groceries or the gas stations or the corner stores like Family Mart and stuff like that. And though sometimes you might be able to, you can find whole boxes. But if you go to places like Book Off and stuff like that, they were letting us buy up to 4 packs at a time. And then you can find some resale shops that sell them for overpriced. They're not going to be good deals. But they started a new law in Japan that says no adults can buy Pokemon cards without kids present. Now, I haven't been there since they enacted that rule, so I don't know how heavily enforced it is. But it is being enforced from what I've heard. Cards, yes, cards. Alright, next up we got ourselves an international package. This one's going all the way. Oh, it doesn't say. It's going to a soldier's APO. So nice. Thank you for your service. This is going to Jacob Shoemate. He didn't hide his name. That's his name for his username. He got the Pokemon Nintendo Switch Lite edition. So let me get another thing. I'm going to double wrap it. Because it was driving up the price for the local market. Making it very hard for kids to get packs. It was making it super hard, Joe.
Well, like when we were there, we were not the only ones that were running from store to store to store the day that Pokemon was released, buying as many as we could. And so they just wanted to make it more accessible for the kids because they feel it's a kid's game.
Honestly, what's better to do is, while you're there, set up an Amazon Japan account. While you're there, set up an Amazon Japan account, put your American address, and then you can buy stuff from Amazon Japan that ships to America.
I think he said the arcade. Like, we went to Akihabara for the arcades.
Yeah.
But we didn't really buy video games there because it's so expensive. And so, unfortunately, because tourism is so hot right now, a lot of the video game stores are raising their prices, and they're empty. They don't have the inventory anymore because they're getting cleared out. Like, we have a friend that's there, and he sent pictures the other day of the stores that, like, when we were there, would be completely full shelves, and they were empty.
That's why you need to go to the stores that are outside the main tourist spots. So this next one, another 2-pack game. This one is everything retro. They got Cars 3, Driven to Win, and Rain on Your Parade, Premium Edition. Sheesh. Yeah, I've seen those. I've seen those cards. The thing is, if you got the dough, then you already know. You know what I mean? What the hell? Oh. Popped out the side. I do suggest going into the pleasure shops and checking those out. There's a couple. There's a good one in Ikihabara, right when you get off the station, off the train station. It's on the corner across the street from the Starbucks. You can't miss it. Bottom floor has all the fun stuff. Think vending machines. Think vending machines. Super cheap. It's crazy. You'll get a kick out of it. Some of the pleasure shops won't let women into certain floors. They're guy-only floors, so know that too. Alright, is there any more?
Under the table.
Alright, what do we got next? Alright, this one's a multi-game pack. This one has 12 games, I think. 11 games. Alright, this one's going to be fun. Let's go ahead and get this one. 11 games. So we got a sealed Eiyuden Chronicles Rising. We got a sealed Into the Breach. We got Fallen Legion Relevant. Or Revancance or something like that. I don't know. We got a sealed Bug Fables. We got Poison Control. We got Super Neptunia RPG. Foreclose. A sealed Ooblets. A sealed Racked Ruins. An open Shamps. Or Shimup. And then this is Hyper Parasites. Alright, a couple more left. Next up, we got ourselves Zero Cool TV, a regular of mine. Zero Cool picked up 4 games. We got Slain, open. We got a sealed No More Heroes 2, Desperate Struggle. We got a sealed Phenotopia, a sealed Wonderling DX, and Civilization 6. Almost done, y'all. We got 2 more, I think. 4 more, I lied. 5 more, I lied. Alright, next up, we got ourselves KBF 0123. KBF 0123. Okay, first thing is they got the Cowabunga Collector's Edition. They got Raging Loop, Dragon Warrior 11, a sealed copy of Grindstone. They got the sealed Hell is the Other Demon, a sealed Cathedral. Cowabunga first. Cathedral. Other games. Damn it, I put the wrong thing in there. It's at the bottom. Sorry you slipped. Alright, next up, we got another big one. So this one's going to Retro Games 301. They got Rune Factory 4. They got Cult of the Lamb. Sealed. Diablo 3. Indivisible. Sealed. They got Mega Man X 1 and 2. Or Mega Man X... Yeah, X 1 and 2. Pokemon Shield. They got Wild Guns Reloaded. Kaze. Tanuki Justice. They got Time on Frog Island. They got a sealed Trinity Trigger. And then they got an open letter, root letter. And everybody left that's just me and Miss Mouse and one other person in the stream. Who's that one person? Who's that viewer?
Who's that Pokemon?
It's Xanar! Ow.
Cut it out. You know you love it, Diesel. Hey, bub. Go.
Spectre, leave me alone. Next up is a 3-gamer. So this one comes with, for Viper 770, right on your parade. It was labeled the Retro Edition, but on camera, and we double checked, it was just this version that we sold. It was just this version that we sold. Let me get a cookies. I'm going to throw them in extra cookies just to make sure. They also got Tower Fall. And I'm giving them a cookie because under good faith, I want to make sure that they understood what they got. So they got Wandering DX as well. So I'm a good faith kind of guy. to know why?
I already wrote it on there.
Did you? On what?
Packing slip.
Two left. Alright, this one's going to be fun. So this one is a 6-game set of Mega Mans and 2 games, 2 things. So this is going to Foxy Grandpa. Foxy Grandpa is their name. Miss Malice called them something else, and it was insane. It made them kind of embarrassing. They went away. Let's see what they say. Alright, so first and foremost, they got themselves the Famicom games. Try to get them all wrapped up and all that stuff. So this is Bomberman 1 through 5 plus W. I think is what it's called. Bro, we want to watch Miss Malice. No one wants to watch you, General. The people have spoken. They don't want to see a General Mouse packing show. Mouse, I don't care. Bomberman, 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 wheel, wheel. I should be able to do this. And the last 2 games right here, Blue Fire and Samurai Jack sealed. Alright, and the last one of the day is a pretty cool one. It's a box within a box. So this person is Chris Wynn, 17. Chris Wynn picked up a copy of Panzer Dragoon and a sealed, this is the outside package, but a sealed Sega Genesis Switch Online controller. So that's awesome. Doesn't really need any bubble wrap, but I'm gonna oblige the man. No, that's a little excessive malice. It is! That's crazy malice! I'm doing crazy things. And Panzer Dragoon. And I got that done faster than any other packing show we've ever done. That was crazy. How many items was it? A poop ton. No, it's because it didn't have a lot of boxes. But that is it, everybody. Thank you very much for showing up, hanging out, and being with the crowd. I'm General Malice. Miss Malice is behind the deck. And we will get all this stuff shipped out tomorrow morning.